Hi, welcome to Parkland Challenge 2018. So far, Prairie Central and Blue Ridge are in our finals. Let's see if Champaign, Centennial, or Maroa-Forsyth can join them. That's our next game. Let's meet the teams.
Roman King, sophomore.
Alex Kuhn, senior.
Yasser Hasnain, senior.
Katarina Goru, senior.
Joshua Foley, junior.
Michael Hong, senior.
Jennifer Weisner, senior.
Gamacho May, junior.
Isaac Solobachik, junior.
Dermot Riley, senior.
Amy Paul, junior.
Brett Hancock, junior.
Henry Moore, sophomore.
Kayla Israel, sophomore.
Ritu Dave, junior.
Okay, let's get to the questions. What state grew to become the second most populous in the United States by 1994? Champaign, Centennial, Brett.
Texas.
Texas is correct. Good job. What country did Greek historian Herodotus dub the gift of the Nile? Champaign, Central, Brett.
Egypt.
Egypt, yes. Which character from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is forever seeking the white kid gloves and a fan? Centennial, Amy.
White Rabbit.
White Rabbit is correct. Which planet weighs over twice as much as all the other known planets combined? Centennial, Amy.
Jupiter.
Jupiter is correct. What 1969 literary classic is the autobiography of the early years of writer and activist Maya Angelou? Dermot, Centennial.
I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings.
That is correct. What famous Frank Lloyd Wright house, designed in 1935, Maroa or Yasser?
Falling Water.
Falling Water is correct, yes, in the Andrian book, The Fountainhead. As seen from Earth, the center of our galaxy is situated in what constellation? Maroa or Yasser?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius is right, 30,000 light years away. Who had to ask the Justice Department to give back the little blue dress it borrowed? Centennial, Brett. Need an answer? Sorry, you guys can confer and try to come up with an answer.
Reagan, maybe.
Reagan.
No, it was Monica Lewinsky. Monica Lewinsky is what we're looking for there. Who was the first to suggest using contact lenses to improve vision? Who was the first to suggest that? Roman Maroa.
Franklin?
No, not Franklin. You guys can confer?
Newton.
No, Leonardo da Vinci, all the way back in 1508 was the first one to do that. What is the capital of Jamaica? Yasser, Maroa.
Kingston.
Kingston is correct, yes. What economist was called the most powerful unelected official in America? Maroa, Alex.
Buffett.
No, I'll finish it for you guys. Most powerful unelected official in America between 1987 and 2006.
Friedman.
No, Alan Greenspan. Alan
Greenspan,
Greenspan.
sure.
What did Iowa inventor Daniel Hess create in 1860? Hint, this invention really sucks. Roman Maroa.
The vacuum cleaner?
Vacuum cleaner is correct. The Tyler, Texas area is the source of more than half of the U.S. supply of what popular flower? Dermot, Champaign.
Tulips.
Not tulips, no. You guys can confer?
Daisy.
No, roses. Roses. America's fourth coast is the Great Lakes, connected by the St. Lawrence Seaway. What nation shared this project with the United States? Yes or Maroa?
Canada.
Canada is correct, yes. Who was Clark Kent's most famous girlfriend? Yes or Maroa?
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane is correct. Name one of actor Martin Sheen's sons. Dermot, Centennial.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen, yes. Emilio Estevez or Ramon Estevez would have been accepted as well. Who is the first woman to be a United States president's wife and a president's mother? Maroa, yes, sir.
Abigail Adams.
Abigail Adams is correct. Jockey's Ridge State Park on North Carolina coast has some amazing objects more than 100 feet high. What are they? Those are sand dunes. Sand dunes. What pleasure spot of the Old West is now a museum in Tombstone, Arizona? Centennial, Amy.
Okay, Crow.
Not the OK Corral. You guys can.
Arizona. That's the question. Wait, what? A monument in Arizona?
Need an answer?
No.
The Birdcage Theater is what we're looking for. Which man is often referred to as the father of empiricism? Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon. Who is the author of both the children's book *The Giving Tree* and a song, *Dear Centennial*? Need an answer? Okay, sorry. You guys can confer. And a song by Johnny Cash, *A Boy Named Sue*.
Shel Silverstein.
Shel Silverstein is correct. The Americanization of Edward Bach, published in 1920, is a rags to riches story of a magazine editor. What still popular women's magazine did Bach edit? Maroa, Roman.
Cosmopolitan.
Not Cosmopolitan, no. You want to confer? Go with it.
Vanity Fair.
No, Ladies' Home Journal. Ladies' Home Journal. Tyrone Power and Henry Ford played what two notorious outlaw brothers in the 1938 Western? Maroa, yes, sir.
The James Brothers.
Yes. What is the anniversary of the Battles of Lexington and Concord celebrated as in Boston? What is the anniversary of the Battles of Lexington and Concord celebrated as in Boston? What do they call that celebration? Centennial, Amy.
Shot heard around the world.
Pardon?
The shot heard around the world.
No. You guys confer?
Patriot Day.
Good day.
Need an answer?
Nothing.
Patriots Day is what they call it. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Maroa-Forsyth.
This video question is brought to you by the Fine and Applied Arts Department. What high Renaissance artwork by Raphael is seen here?
School of Athens.
The artwork seen here is called the School of Athens. It was painted as part of Raphael's commission to decorate 4 rooms in the Vatican. The rooms are now known as the Raphael Rooms.
Okay, good job on the video question. What musical surpassed Cats in 2006 as the longest running show on Broadway? Centennial, Kayla.
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera is correct. Good job. What federal official is the honorary head of the Campfire Girls? Maroa, Josh.
First Lady.
Not the First Lady. Yes, confer?
Vice President.
No, the actual president. The U.S. president is the official head of the Campfire Girls. What does MS-DOS stand for? That stands for Microsoft Disk Operating System. What lagoon south of Queens, New York is named for a local Indian tribe that has nothing to do with the Caribbean? Centennial, Brett.
Jamaicans.
Name the bay.
Oh, the Jamaican Bay.
Yes. What is both a software brand and an artifact that helped decode Egyptian Centennial.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone, yes. Hieroglyphics. What Michigan pathologist invented Thanatron and the Mercatron? Hint, these were used to commit suicide with. Oh, who buzzed it?
I did.
Oh, go ahead.
Cyanide?
No. You guys can confer?
Twister.
No, it was Jack Kevorkian. Jack Kevorkian was the inventor of the suicide machine. The country's largest theological school, Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, is where? Maroa, Josh.
Utah.
Not Utah, no. You guys can
Oh, okay.
Arizona.
No, in Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas. What characters in the daily comic strip? The characters in the daily comic strip Shoe are what types of animals? Maroa, Jennifer.
Birds.
Birds is correct. Yes. Where did a notable nuclear accident occur in Josh?
Chernobyl.
Not Chernobyl, which you guys finished in 1979.
Is it 9 Mile Island?
Now close. 3 Mile. 3 Mile.
Oh.
Which state issued the first automotive license plate? Centennial, Brett.
New York.
Not New York. You guys can confer?
Michigan.
No, it was Massachusetts. Massachusetts. How many bones are there in the human Maroa, Josh?
206.
No, I'll finish for you guys. How many bones are there in the human wrist?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
It's 4.
There are 8.
SNL.
What book did Dr. Seuss reportedly write on a bet that he could not Centennial rep?
Green eggs and ham.
Green Eggs and Ham, yes. Story using only 50 different words. What world famous children's hospital is in Memphis, Tennessee? Dearman.
St. Jude's.
Yes, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. This 65-year-old head coach of the New York Giants became the oldest coach ever. Centennial Brett.
Tom Coughlin.
Tom Coughlin, yes, to win a Super Bowl. Using letters from their names, Harold Matson and Elliot Handler named their toy company what? Centennial Dearman.
Hasbro.
Not Hasbro. You guys can prefer?
Oh. Tonka.
You answer?
Tonka. Tonka.
No, Mattel. Mattel. How many Big Ten universities are there in the state of Illinois? Centennial Brett.
2.
2 is correct, yes. With what 1853 purchase did the territory of the 48 U.S. states become complete? Maroa, yes, sir.
Gadsden Purchase.
Gadsden Purchase is correct. Good job. What city made chicken wings famous? Maroa, Roman.
New York?
What city?
Buffalo.
Yes. What cable network has the shows Big Little Lies, Westworld, and Game of Thrones? Centennial Brett.
HBO.
HBO is correct. I-40 begins in California and ends in what East Coast state? Maroa, yes, sir.
Boston.
No, you guys can first.
Oh my God.
Massachusetts.
North Carolina. North Carolina. What animal guards the cave of Carabanog with nasty, big, pointy teeth? Yes, or Maroa?
Cerberus.
No, I'll finish for you guys. At the end of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Rabbit.
Rabbit, yes.
We saw that together.
Okay, that's the end of our first round. We got a good game going. We'll tally up the scores. We'll be back with our lightning round right after this.
I recommend taking a dual credit class while you're still in high school because it counts for both high school and college credit. It's a great experience.
Okay, our first game today is a good one. Centennial 160, Maroa-Forsyth 140. Let's get started with our lightning round. Who invented the revolver? Maroa, yes, sir. Yes, Samuel Colt. Who authored Outliers, Blink, and The Tipping Point? That was Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell. The 10 highest mountains in the U.S. are in what western state? Maroa, yes, sir.
California.
Not California, Alaska. Alaska.
Oh my.
What explorer introduced chickens to the New World? Centennial Henry.
Cook.
Not Cook, Columbus. Columbus. Early computers used what instead of silicone chips? Centennial Brett.
Vacuum tubes.
Vacuum tubes is correct. What is the top number of a fraction called? Maroa, Alex.
Numerator.
Numerator is correct. The town of Stowe called itself the ski capital of the East. What New England state is Stowe in? That is Vermont. Vermont. What is the capital of Maine? Maroa, yes, sir.
Augusta.
Augusta is correct. What branch of the government deals with counterfeit money? Maroa, Alex.
Congress.
No, Secret Service. Secret Service deals with counterfeit money. What rock band has a Broadway musical called American Idiot? Centennial Brett.
Green Day.
Green Day is correct. What country lies to the south of Kenya? Maroa, yes, sir.
Tanzania.
Tanzania is correct. What famed inventor was known as the Wizard of Menlo? Centennial Brett.
Edison.
Edison, yes, the Wizard of Menlo Park. Which dark horse candidate won the 1844 election? Maroa, Roman.
Polk.
Polk, yes, succeeding John Tyler as the President of the United States. In which famous canal would you find the Miraflores locks? It would be in the Panama Canal. What year was the Macintosh computer first sold? It was 1984. 1984. What book served as the inspiration for Apocalypse Now? That was Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. Within 5 years, what year was the first famed Chicago fire? It was in 1871. 1871. What nation was forced to sign the Boxer Protocol in Centennial, Brett?
China.
China, yes, 1901. What river do Mexicans call the Rio Bravo? Maroa, yes, sir.
Rio Grande.
Yes, correct. Okay, that's the end of our lightning round. We'll tally up our scores and be back with our final round right after this.
I took trig, pre-calc, Chem 2, and calculus for dual credit. You can do it too.
Colleges recognize that dual credit classes are challenging and will consider this in your application.
Welcome back to our final round. Centennial 190, Maroa-Forsyth 180. It's a good game. Let's get started. What state university has campuses at Tuscaloosa, Huntsville, Maroa, Alex?
Alabama.
Yes, University of Alabama, and Birmingham. What is both the title of a Disney animated movie and a former Las Vegas casino? Maroa, yes, sir.
Treasure Planet.
Not Treasure Planet. You guys can refer?
Treasure Island.
No,
No.
Aladdin.
Aladdin? Never
Aladdin.
mind.
What was originally used to sound the open and close of trading on the New York Stock Exchange? What was originally used? Centennial, Brett.
A bell.
Not a bell. You guys can refer that?
Whistle.
A whistle.
No, a gong. A gong was originally used. And Bancroft played devoted teacher Annie Sullivan in a film about which courageous Maroa Yasser?
Helen Keller.
Yes, Helen Keller. The movie was called The Miracle Worker. The oldest living thing on Earth, a tree, is in what western state? Maroa Yasser.
California.
California, yes, a bristle pine tree. What foreign company's Tennessee factory is the largest single auto plant in the U.S.? Centennial, Brett.
Honda.
Not Honda. You guys can confirm?
It's got to be
Volkswagen.
No, Nissan.
Okay.
What is arguably the most famous earthquake fault line in California? Centennial, Amy.
San Andreas.
San Andreas is correct. Springdale, Arkansas hosts an annual sundown to sunup singing of what kind of music? Dearman, Centennial.
Bluegrass.
Not bluegrass. You guys can confirm?
Country.
No, gospel. Gospel music. Whose unusual first name is derived from an Italian musical term for with sweetness? Centennial, Dearman.
Dolce.
No, you guys can confirm?
Look, I don't know. Something with Dolce or something.
Dulcinea.
No, it's Condoleezza Rice is what we're looking for. It's Condoleezza
What?
Rice. What was the first toy advertised on national television? Centennial, Dearman.
Slinky.
Not a slinky. You guys can confirm?
Silly buddy.
Barbie.
No, it's Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head.
What vegetable was a key ingredient in early birth control pills? Centennial, Brett.
Asparagus.
Not asparagus. You guys can confirm?
Carrots.
Yams. The world's largest natural rock bridge, Rainbow Bridge, is in what western state? Centennial, Dearman.
Utah.
Yes, Utah. Over 270 feet. What is believed to be the largest of all the world's creatures with no backbone? Maroa, yes, sir. Need an answer?
Blue whale.
No, you guys can confirm?
Squid.
More specific?
Giant squid.
Yes.
Okay.
What planet has the greatest number of known satellites? Centennial, Dearman.
Jupiter.
Not Jupiter, yes.
Saturn.
Saturn. What famous 5th century conqueror was known as the Scourge of God? Maroa, Roman.
Ivan the Terrible.
Not Ivan the Terrible. You guys prefer?
Attila the Hun.
Attila the Hun is correct. Yes. On what Christian holiday was Abraham Lincoln shot? Centennial, Brett.
Good Friday.
Good Friday is correct. What chamber of the U.S. Congress has more than 435 elected Maroa-Forsyth.
House of Representatives.
Yes, elected members, House of Representatives. What city boasts a board of trade that buys and sells half of the world's wheat and corn? Centennial Brett.
Chicago.
Chicago. Yes. What is the pain called that is sometimes felt where a limb has been amputated? Centennial Amy.
Phantom pain.
Yes, phantom pain. The Peloponnesian War was fought between Athens and what other Centennial Amy?
Sparta.
Sparta, yes, what other city? What is the only noble gas that starts with the letter K? Centennial Dearman.
Krypton.
Krypton is correct. What was the name of the Montgomery, Alabama bus rider who challenged Centennial Amy?
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks, yes, a transportation question. What king is honored by a holiday in Hawaii every June? Maroa-Forsyth.
Kamehameha.
Yes, correct. What mythological beast has the head of a man, the body of a lion, and the tail and feet of a dragon? Centennial Amy.
Griffin.
No. You guys prefer?
Chimera. Hey, no. Chimera.
Chimera.
A manticore is what we're looking for. What extra letter did Vice President Dan Quayle add? Centennial Brett.
He added an E to potato.
Yes, correct. In 1992. What Roman invention was used to supply water to far-reaching cities? Centennial Amy.
Aqueducts.
Aqueduct, yes, of their empire. What state is home to Buffalo National River and Hot Spring National Park? Centennial Brett.
New York.
Not New York. You guys confer?
Yellowstone. What state's Yellowstone?
Wyoming.
No, Arkansas. Hot Springs, Arkansas. The New Jersey Turnpike was actually built to connect two cities not in New Jersey. One was New York. What was the other city? Centennial Brett.
Richmond.
Not Richmond. You guys can confer?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yes, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Good job. What Asian nation was not invaded by any enemy forces between 1275 and 1944? Centennial Dearman.
Japan.
Japan, that's correct. Yes. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Centennial.
This video question is brought to you by the Fine and Applied Arts Department. What is the name of the Spanish painter who created this work for King Philip IV?
Who's the painter? The painter. It's not Goya, is it? It is. I think it is. It is. It is. Yeah. Goya.
The painting is entitled Las Meninas. It was painted in 1656 by the leading artist of the Spanish Golden Age, Diego Velázquez.
Okay, let's finish up our game. The Temple Square Christmas celebration is held in what Western capital? Temple Square Christmas celebration. Centennial Brett.
Sacramento.
Not Sacramento. You guys can confer?
Western.
Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City is correct. What is the name of the boulevard on which Fort Knox is located? That is Bullion Boulevard. He sang songs like Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town, and Coward of the County, but he's mostly known as the Gambler. Can you name this singer? That singer is Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers. An important Florida fort was constructed on December 25th, 1837 as a defense during the Seminole War. What was the appropriate name given to this fort? Centennial Brett.
Christmas fort.
No, you can just be more specific when you say it. It will count, yes. It's Fort Christmas, but yes. What conservative and pro-family politician was the only divorced man to serve Centennial Brett?
Ronald Reagan.
Yes, Ronald Reagan is correct. To serve as president. The troubled teens of this 1985 teen classic, The Breakfast Club, bond during what event? Centennial Dearman.
Saturday detention.
Yes, detention. To what country was General Douglas MacArthur withdrawing from when he, Centennial Brett?
Philippines.
Philippines, his famous quote, I shall return. What epic baseball event happened on April 8th, Maroa, Alex?
The Black Sox scandal.
No, I'll finish for you guys. Happened on April 8th, 1974.
Boston Red Sox won the World Series.
No, Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's home run record. What won Best Picture at the 2011 Academy Awards? Centennial, Amy.
Argo?
No, not. Are you guys gonna be fun?
What's the first one? Avatar.
You know answer?
The Hurt Locker.
No, the King's Speech. The King's Speech. If you visit Oklahoma and see the musical Trail of Tears, what Indian tribe's story is being told? Maroa, Roman.
The Cherokee.
Cherokee is correct. Born on the 4th of July tells the story of a disabled veteran, Ron Kovic. What war was he in? Centennial, Brett.
Vietnam War.
Vietnam War is correct. The Camp David Accords were signed in 1978 by Anwar Sadat, Jimmy Carter, and which Israeli? Maroa, yes, sir.
Begin.
Yes, Menachem Begin, Israeli Prime Minister. What leading song and dance man appeared in the following movies? Top Hat, Easter Parade, and Shall We Dance? Centennial, Brett.
Elvis Presley.
Not Elvis Presley.
Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin.
No, Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire.
Yep.
What was the principal language of the Eastern Roman Empire? Maroa, yes, sir.
Latin.
No, you guys confirm?
Greek.
Persian. Persian. In classic Tetris, what number does the game counter stop on? Classic Tetris, what number does the game counter stop on? Centennial, Brett.
20.
Not 20. You guys
Nine,
confirm?
nine, nine.
9999.
No, just 99. Who beat out FDR and Gandhi to be named Times Person of the Century in 19... Maroa, yes, sir.
Einstein.
Albert Einstein, yes, in 1999. What band had an album that was white and called Centennial, Brett?
The Beatles.
The Beatles, yes, it was called the White Album. What city has the nation's biggest Thanksgiving Day parade? Centennial, Dearman.
New York City.
New York is correct, yes. The Masons Day parade. Hero of New Orleans is a nickname for which U.S. president? Maroa, yes, sir.
Jackson.
Yes, Andrew Jackson is correct. What billion-dollar energy corporation collapsed after a 2002 financial scandal? It was Enron. How many years did Robinson Crusoe spend shipwrecked on his island? Centennial, Brett.
40.
Not 40, yes, can you refer?
2.
27.
No, close, 24. Okay, that's the end of our game. We'll tally up the score and tell you who's advancing right after this. Okay, good first game for today. Centennial wins 390 to Maroa-Forsyth's 300. Centennial will play the winner of Decatur St. Teresa and Monticello, which is our next game, so stick around.